Kids love, good morning. Onyelade, good evening, K. Ìlú wo nìyẹn? It's morning here. Ayoba Mishe, good morning. Temitope, good morning, darling. Thank you. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Well rested. Mo ti rest dáadáa. Good morning, Esther, good morning. Olabisi, good morning. Good morning, Afolami, Ayodeji. Okay, England. Okay. Arola, where you are? Namesake, good morning. Toyin, namesake me. Olueke, good morning. Thank you, Ohe. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Udeme Linus, good morning. David Allah, good morning. Michael Abiodun, good morning. Ishmaela Macaulay, good morning. Oluwakemi Shodipo, good morning. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ma, ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta. Binu Yo, Benga, good morning. Olabisi Honors, thank you, good morning. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Irun mi ti ń wà òkè, ó ti ń fine bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Tí n bá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe mi ò kí ń láìkẹ̀, so mo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń láìkẹ̀ ń sìn. Ó ti ń wù díẹ̀díẹ̀, so ó ti sún sókè. Good morning. Alero, good morning. Oluwasegun, I see you. Ajayi Sunday, good morning. Glory Ebu. Good morning, guys. How are you? Let me share with people on Facebook so they can join us. Trying to share to people on Facebook, only join. Made a new talk say they do Ojoro. Okay, you are watching Mama and Papa's story. Very sad story. But at least they are alive. Not totally bad. They are alive to tell the story, to still enjoy the little life they can live. But they are still deeply kind of into it. I hope they are not still giving money out to pastor in the name of offering. Because I heard them preaching about offering and tithes to people. I say, this our mama and papa never get out of this thing totally. Yeah, imagine using all your life, abandoning your life to face somebody else's life. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me. All right, ṣé mo ti share sórí Facebook? So, I don't bring another one. But you know what? I love the way these pastors are shaking the eyes of the members. I love the way they are shaking their eyes. Abioye, we start yesterday, self don't start. Abioye, we start yesterday, then don't empower them. Instead, don't get money, they look down on people. Thank you, Udeme. You don't they look down on people. They talk about people. Say if you don't get money, if you don't get money, hide your face. You can call me small doctor Omoyati Isha. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. He don't come with his own. With his own this thing. After Ibiye give them water. Say Jesus no like poor people. He stand on waiting in talk. He's not going back on it. Anna's, how are you, my sister? Anna's expression. He said he's not going back on what he said. He said, yes, I said what I said. Holy Spirit even confirm to me. Say Jesus no like poor. Say if you are a poor person, don't come near me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. If you are struggling to survive, don't come near me. If you are struggling to pay school fees, your children are not going to the best of the best school, don't come near me. Because their definition of riches, e get wetin e be. Even though he tried to manipulate by saying poor his mentality of poverty mentality that he's talking of, he tried to manipulate it. Now they are very rich. As rich as they are, is now to now face the people that make them rich. Okay, somebody said, Nneka, how are you? Nneka said, both of them share the same papa. What do we expect? You are right, Sha. You are right. You are very, very right. So, I came across this video. I say, this one again, wetin the poor do, you make them allow poor breathe for that country. But they are talking just like the people of, like they call them people of the world. They say, money na water. And like that singer, if you no get money, hide your face. You can call me small doctor. Say, if you no get money, hide your face. You are not relevant in the kingdom of God. You are only useful as a cleaner, as a sanitation person, as usher, to sweep the church, to clean the church, to be house help, to carry pastor Bible. That is the only thing you are useful for. Outside that, you are not relevant. This one can't rub salt upon injury. I hope they will not make people to go and buy themselves from all the rubbish they are saying. Anyway, I don't want to stay too long, and I don't want to waste your time too. People can get to watch later. When we heard of Abioye talk, everybody screamed. What Abioye said is that his own is very clear. He said he doesn't want to have anything to do with the poor. He said, don't come near me. He said, I can help you from afar. Once I don't help you, move far away. Until you get money, then come close. If you don't have money, don't come near me. Abioye made his own clear. What this man said, this one, let me put it. This in our pastors. Now then go finish all of una. After we have made them very, very rich. Look at this one that started yesterday. Instead, don't they yarn or tapia. Abioye will start yesterday. The same Abioye with a pity when they send him off. Let me try and okay. The same Abioye with a pity when they sent him off with $10,000 as his pension. The same Abioye with in disgrace. Under how many months? I think this thing happened like 6 months ago, around August, September, October. And he said God did not call him to build church. God did not call him to start ministry. But immediately his Oga sent him off. He suddenly remembered that God has called him. He said he's not going to retire. And he started his own church. I remember sometimes ago when he preached that if you don't pay tithes, you will not go to heaven. He preached it too. I didn't remember to bring that video. And I said this Abioye will be worse than Temitope. Please, buy me settle Ben. Buy me settle Ben. Ẹni sùúrù àti ṣe kọ́nà Temitope ìjọba mi settle Ben. Economy yóò ní jẹ́ n ráyè ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe. Let me see. Okay, mo ti rí. Orí ẹ burú. I've done it. Let us listen to him. I said when he was to start his church, okay, Oshe, ìwọ ló bá mi ṣe, thank you. I came across one of his videos. I said this man will be worse than Abioye and than his master. Remember, he is just getting to start his own business in old age. You see those ones where they start late, they are always more brutal because he has lost a lot of years. Let's listen to what he said.
Poverty is the most shameful thing in life.
Shembo.
If you are poor, you'll be relegated. If you are sick, people will sympathize with you, but if you are poor, they will look down on you. There is no pride in being poor. Nobody shared this testimony. I thank God that I'm very poor. it demoralizes people. It shuts your mouth. You can't speak. That's why when Jesus came, he came with power and he came with prosperity. Poverty is the most shameful thing in life. If you are poor, you'll be relegated. If you are sick, people will sympathize with you, but if you are poor, they will look down on you. There is no pride in being poor. Nobody shared this testimony. I thank God that I'm very poor. It demoralizes people. It shuts your mouth. You can't speak. That's why when Jesus came, he came with power and he came with prosperity. They couldn't stop him. He could speak anywhere without anybody being able to arrest him. A man who could feed 5,000 people without going to the market.
So Jesus was rich.
After he fed them, they wanted to make him
Jesus was rich.
We like this kind of man. He has money. On stolen money, not like the one people steal today. He was so prosperous that Judas was stealing, yet the money was not depleted.
Thank you from Freetown, Solomon. From Sierra Leone.
They stripped his cloth. His cloth was so expensive. Listen to this. That the soldiers couldn't tear it apart. Have you met soldiers before? Have you met soldiers before? They can tear anybody's clothes in harassment. They had to carefully remove his dress because they were eyeing it. It was seamless. They had to cast lot for who will own it. He was not a man that could be harassed. In power and in prosperity. Yet he became poor. So that
Did you hear? If you are here, you are not a billionaire or millionaire. I'm sure you are among the poor. Don't deceive yourself. If you are still doing 16-hour job, you are not a rich person. Rich people do not work 16 hours. If you are doing 9 to 5, you are not a rich person. Rich people do not do 9 to 5. If you are selling worobo, you have supermarkets, and you have to run kitty katakata to the market to restock. You are not a rich person. If you are struggling to build a house, you are not a rich person. Rich people do not struggle to build. If you are somebody that your children are going to school, they cannot go to A-list school, where the likes of Dangote, Otedola, Elon Musk, and all the rest will go to their school. That if you cannot afford such school, where they pay school fees in dollars, you know they have them in Nigeria now, you are not a rich person. If they want to do party, like your pastor wants to do party now, you don't get a special invitation card, like the kind of card they will package and send to the likes of Cubana chief priest, the likes of Davido, the likes of their co-pastors, the likes of the politicians. You are not a rich person. You fall into the category of who this man is saying. If, for example, now, even if you live abroad, let me now take you to people abroad who think they are rich. If you are living abroad and you have to wake up 5 a.m. to get to your place of work 7 a.m. and you have to do 7 to 3, after you close 7 to 3, you have to go and work another 4 to 12. that is 16 hours. You don't fall into the category of the rich. I'm sure you know definition of rich. Okay? So, if you don't fall into if you don't fall into those categories, you are not a rich person. This man say if you don't fall into those categories that or you are doing 12 hours, you are not rich. If you have to wait for your salary end of the month or every 2 weeks, and when they don't pay that money, you start becoming grumpy and cranky because they have not paid your salary. And you start calling people, please, can you quickly borrow me 1,000 naira there? They've not paid my salary. Once they pay my salary, I will give it to you. You are not a rich person. If you are the kind that in your account, they cannot meet 6 figures in dollars, you are not rich. Somebody say, what about me that is doing 4 hours for now? You that you are doing 4 hours, it all depends. If you are doing 4 hours, there is a reason. Me, I'm not doing plenty job again. I'm relaxing because I cannot come and buy myself because I dey look for money. Because of my age, I've slowed down seriously. Okay? So it's understandable. You know, some of us, we just want to be comfortable. We don't want to be rich. Because we know that riches is relative. Okay? To be rich, number one, you have to be connected. And connection alone does not even give you riches. Number two, to be rich, you have to do some things that you serve, especially from where we are coming from, except you inherit those riches. Okay? The seamless robe was likely made a single piece, making it difficult to divide without treating it. This price, hold on, okay, let me. This practice, rather than its material value, is why it's not divided by soldiers. AJ Motors, I don't understand you. He has not said anything wrong in this context of all. What David Abioye said is worse. What Abioye said is worst. That he doesn't want to have anything to do with the poor. How about him that he said to be rich, to be poor is a shameless thing? Abi, you want to tell me yourself you're rich? Ashiri lobo, you are not rich, you. Ashiri kombo ni. Especially most of us that are in abroad. It is ashiri that is covered. When you are talking about rich yato si rich you. Rich, even him, in the true context of riches, is a poor man. When you are talking in the true context, he is only connected. That is all. When you are talking in the true context of riches, which house Abioye gets? Which house? I'm asking, which house Abioye gets? Abioye was staying in the official apartment, that was official building they gave him now. Which house he gets? Abioye is not rich. If you are talking about somebody that is rich, you can mention his oga. But Abioye, which money Abioye gets? If not for the tithe and offering, he started collecting. If I don't see where in life they now, as then tell and make it they go. Especially in that country. If not that, people have made him to start having money now. Because he said that he collect offering and tithe. He was on salary before. If you are on salary, you are not a rich person. Stop deceiving yourself. People that are rich are people that their money are working for them. They are the one paying people's salary. Those are the people you can consider to be rich. Not his type. In the true context of riches. When it comes to riches, can he stand side by side with Dangote? If in the true context of riches, can he stand side by side with Elon Musk? I keep calling this guy Elon Musk. Kini lo gbe si mi lẹ́nu. What's this guy's name? Odumeje na him dey make me call Henry Musk. Can he stand side by side, without collecting the offering and tithe is collecting? No. He is a nobody. When it comes to real riches, Abioye is a nobody, and I say it with all my mouth. I say it with all this my mouth. Say Abioye is nobody when it comes to real riches. He's only connected. He has connection with some people. But when it comes to real riches, can he stand? How much does he? How much is his worth? He did not lay emphasis on the poor matter as you are doing. You take the issue of poor beyond his context on the matter. Let's replay the video. Okay. Hold on. No.
Poverty is the most shameful thing in life. If you are poor, you'll be relegated. If you are sick, people will sympathize with you, but if you are poor, they will look down on you.
He said if you are poor. Now, in which context are you saying I'm taking it? What is the meaning of being poor? He said if you are poor, people will look down on you. Only in Nigeria. Do people look down on poor people here? Why are you people like this? We have poor people here. Do people look down on them? Is what he's preaching, is it normal to you? In the context of humanity. In the context of humanity, is it normal what he's preaching that you are saying I'm taking it out of context? Somebody is saying if you are poor, people will look down on you. So what is he telling people that are poor? Call up Manyon. They should go and get the money by force. No, I'm asking you, in a country where people are struggling to survive, even many of us, before we left Nigeria, we were struggling to survive. We will owe school fees before we can pay school fees. Are people not looking down on us, even with the little we have? Now look at people who do not have much. I remember, even despite the fact that I used to travel to buy goods and everything, there are still some people that will look at you and be like, she's a poor widow who is managing life. You nonsense will not preach it. And here I'm not getting the points. What do you mean? What context? What context? Please tell me the context it means. That if you are poor, people will relegate you and look down on you. She preaching here, guys, that kind of preaching good inside church. So, people should start killing people to look for money. No wonder Nigerians will do anything to have this money. No wonder our name, that name Nigeria, means nothing anymore. The name has been so bastardized. Nobody wants to hear your name that you are in Nigeria. That is why fraud is on the high side. That is why corruption is high. That is why people are peddling DRUG up and down. Because they have to be rich. If somebody is preaching this kind of a thing where you are, we have people that are already determined that whatever it takes, I have to escape poverty. I must escape poverty from this kind of preaching, and somebody is saying you are not understanding me. You are misquoting him. What did I misquote? I said exactly what he said. Exactly what he said. That if you are poor, they will look down on you. Only in Nigeria. You come to this place, nobody is looking down on you. You don't even know who is rich and who is poor. We shop in the same place. We go to the same store. It's in Nigeria you say somebody is poor. That one is rich. And because of that, people will look down on them. And that is why Nigerians will do anything to escape poverty. Because if a pastor can be preaching that when you are poor, that being poor is a shameful thing. So is he telling the people that are poor to go and buy themselves? I'm asking you. Because when you are looking at people that are poor, many people, an average Nigerian is poor in the true context of riches. An average Nigeria is poor when you are talking about true context of riches. What riches really mean? Many Nigerians are using a second-hand car. They push their car. That is poverty too. Poverty has degree. I mean, it has level. It has grade. We have grade A poverty. We have grade B poverty. We have grade C. We have grade D. And riches too have grade. In which category do you fall in? Did they tell you that somebody working 9 to 5 is a rich person? Somebody doing double schedule is a rich person? It's just a question. What is the nonsense your pastors are preaching? You say what he preaches is even better than what Abioye preach. It's the same thing in my own opinion. You may have your own different opinion about that. As far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. And if you look at it, go and look at where corruption is. The people that are corrupt in that country, you find them inside church. They are the ones that harbor corrupt people. That is where they hide themselves. And that is why Nigeria cannot be okay. Nigeria cannot, in as much as we are valuing people based on what they have, what is going to fade with time. If you look at people, yes, we know they do it in that country, but him saying it is even making it more like telling the people inside that church to do whatever they have, whatever they can. How are they helping to alleviate the poverty? It's a question. How are they helping? Instead of them to even help in alleviating that poverty, they are helping to create it more. Who allowed this poverty to even increase in Nigeria, if not them? They are the ones. Supermarket, I mean, all the business industries, they bought them over. The government was messing up. They were helping to close down the industries. Kí lorúkọ ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Orí Adé. You say he did not say poor people should. Ẹni má jẹ́ kí comment yẹn lọ. He did not say poor people should go and kill or do bad things. He's only saying the effect of being poor. Madam, this message is not bad. The effect of being poor. So when somebody keep rubbing into your face the effect of being poor, what is he trying to tell you? Go and do whatever you can to escape the poverty. Why is he preaching? Why is he going to do church work? Ẹni tí ò fapá ṣiṣẹ́ rí. Tell me what job Abioye has ever done in his life. Abioye that has been a pastor since when he was 20-something, in his late 20s, that has been a pastor that has never worked other than collecting salary that they collected from offering and tithes to pay him. If it is that easy to be rich, why is he not rich? He resigned. He resigned as a poor person. If you want to know, how much did they give him? Which house was he living when he resigned? I mean, when they retire him? Did he have a house of his own? When you look at poverty in the true context, he is a poor man too. He resigned as a poor man. I mean, he was retired as a poor man. Living inside somebody's house. The house is provided for him. Is it that easy to be rich? If it is that easy to be rich, all of us should be very rich. He resigned. I mean, when he retired into his Oga's house, where they gave to him. Maybe he has left the place now. And after 6 months, because he too has started collecting offering and tithes, he now think he has to. The same man, why was he not preaching like that before? That alaye ti dáyé till forever. Ni poor person ma wà láàrin wa, and we should not talk them down or make them feel less of a human being. When you are making them feel less of a human being, what do you want them to do? Many people are not opportuned. They don't have the same we don't have the same opportunity in life. We struggle, we try, we fight, we push it. Are they not the same people telling people to pray? That prayer can take somebody out of poverty. Now, because a lot of people are speaking out now, that going to church will never make you poor, will never make you rich. Go and find work to do and stop believing in useless prayers. It was saying Jesus was never poor, that Jesus was able to feed people, 5,000 people. The people that Jesus fed, was it Jesus that provided those things that he fed people with? Jesus was a poor man till he died, if Jesus ever existed. If Jesus ever existed, what does it mean by it is a shameful thing to be poor? What is shameful there? I don't know the country you live. If you live in a one flag, okay. Oh yeah, let me talk. Let me pause. Eba me kindly click on the like button a bit. One more flag. 402 people watching, and we have only 60 likes. Oh yeah. Eba mi fun like there. One more flag. One ni flag ke. Àwọn ìkà. Àwọn onísọkúsọ. Fisherman wà nínú àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé Jesus. Carpenter ni bàbá Jésù. At least according to their flagging. Oh yeah, put me some likes. Click like on the button. Kindly click like on the top button. They will flag us. And only so pastors. The last one came out. He was saying don't go near poor people. He said don't go near poor people. Help them from the distance and don't let them come near you. Eléyìí sọ wípé he is right. As if your family, ìwọ tó ń sọ pé is right. Ṣé bá family ẹ̀rìn wọn skinny wọn? Because what I more definition of riches. You are struggling for survival. You are still trying to make money. You are considering yourself among the rich. No, you are not rich. You are surviving. Survival of the fittest in ilé ayé. Average people that are rich, wọn ò tó nǹkan kan rárá. I should pause for now. Okay. Until the flag gan lóòótọ́, people have really dropped. One flag, Emma flag, orí yín dá lọ́rùn yín. Emma flag. The same people don't fear share that never worked in their life. They are looking down on hardworking people. If riches come by hard work, then people like these people that dig the floor, they should be the richest. Some of them are just opportunists, and now they look down on people that are managing life. God bless you. It's shameful to be poor, but not shameful to be. God bless you to be fraudulent and corrupt. And Osinwi and their followers. Osinwi and their followers. It's shameful to be poor, but it's not shameful to be a thief. The same people who collect corruption money inside the church as offering and tithes and seed offering. And it's not shameful to be a thief. It's not shameful to be a corrupt person. It's not shameful to be a white pusher, powder pusher. It's not shameful to be something stealing money and all that. But they can bring the money and sow it as a seed inside the church. That one is not shameful. It's a shameful thing for people that are working hard, but they are not just opportuned. They are trying what they can to be, at least to feed, to take care of their children. Do you know the number of poor people that make up, that are inside the church? The number of poor people to the number of rich people. Maybe we see ourselves now. And when you are talking about the context of riches, ìwọ tó ń defend it. Who are you? Kí ló ní? What do you have? You that you are defending what is said. What do you have? You think being rich is just something like that? If being rich is all about working, then people doing 16 hours job should be rich. If it is that easy to be rich, people like them, why did they go into pastor? Because they know it is easy to make money. It's very easy to make money because there are mumu that will give them money to be rich. They are now talking down on people working so hard, looking at people that have tried their life, all their life to be somebody, and yet they are still struggling. After they have used people all the years, Ouno Kosu to war. He is now standing to look down on people struggling. In that their church, how many rich people dey there? By the time you take the front seat, in fact, the front seat is not only rich people. Most people that are there, maybe like 4 or 5 people will be rich. The rest are just ministers. And ministers that are still struggling for survival too. The second row of the church, some of the rich people too. But not much. Where you are talking about riches in the true context. How many people are rich in the church? Or what are you calling riches? You are calling having Boya 5 million in your account rich? No. And you can be looked down on with your 5 million in that Nigeria. Because tó bá tó àsìkò tó máa pa wọn tó ń lówó kan wá náwó owó gidi ò ní bọ́tà. You will not come out. Or you have one house. You want just one house that you have built in your life. You are considering yourself as a rich person. You are not a rich person. You are just comfortable. You are not rich. You are not. Go and look at the definition of what riches is. How many of them are rich in that country that they are even talking and looking down on people that are surviving decently? We are talking about people that are surviving in a decent way, that refuse to go and steal, that refuse to be among the corrupt people, or they don't have opportunity to steal too. That refuse to do, even if they don't have opportunity to steal, they can say they can be scamming people. Many of people that you are calling rich people in that country, they become rich through scamming now. Kí ló ń ṣe yín? The people you guys are considering rich people in that country, they became rich not be from their work, from scamming a lot of people, home and abroad. Is it your politicians that you consider rich people? How did they become rich? If they base them on their salary, they are not rich, apart from stealing public funds. So what are you saying? If not for the stealing of public funds, will you call Dino Melaye a rich man? Will you call the likes of Anwar Akpabio a rich man based on their salary? Will you call the likes of all those politicians in that country? Will you call them rich people based on their salary? No. We have them here. They are not considered rich. The senators here, the governors here, the legislators, they are not considered rich in this country. When it comes to riches, in the true context, they are just comfortable. But the people you consider riches, or is it those people that are doing party and calling, that are telling you money na water? Those are your definition of riches, right? Some people cherish good name above that kind of riches. Not because they are not privy, they don't have opportunity to do that thing. Somebody like me, while I was young, in my CC, I've had opportunity of people wanting me to go into white powder. I said no. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. In fact, in my early 40s, somebody still tried to introduce me to it. I said, no, I'm not doing. Because some of us cherish good name than such riches. We cherish comfort. We cherish peace of mind than to go that route. What you guys consider riches are wickedness in that country. And not everybody wants that. Not everybody is greedy. Abioye that is talking. Tell me the worth of Abioye. Tell me if Abioye ever worked 9 to 5 in his life. Tell me if Abioye, aside from the money his oga was paying him, he retired as a poor man. Abioye did not retire as a rich man. Because when he retired, he was staying with, because he had problem with his oga, he had to go and stay with Pastor Tayo Abioye, Kinon Poruko Pastor yen, Olutayo. Shebi be no lọ gbé for some time. Ibẹ̀ no lọ gbé tó fi ilé ẹ̀ l'Abuja sílẹ̀. So the same person now is now talking and saying to be poor is a shameful thing. What makes it shameful? It's in Nigeria is a shameful thing. I see some poor people, they will tell you as long as their hands are clean, as long as they are not stealing, as long as what they have is their own, you can't run them down. You won't run them down. They won't allow you to look down on them. It's in Nigeria, the rich punish the poor. It's in Nigeria, the rich run the poor down. It's in Nigeria, the rich consider the poor nobody. Here, they are somebody. Even homeless are respected. Homeless are well looked after. Homeless are given their honor. Nobody will make them feel shameful because they don't have money. You see them talk with pride. You see them talk with respect. You see them talk carrying themselves with dignity. Here, they are homeless. You will see them on the streets. Won't be able to disrespect them and look down on them or treat them anyhow because they are poor. It's in Nigeria, you consider people who don't have money. You tell them it's a shameful thing to be poor. Because as whatever, either we like it or not, the poor will always be among us. Either we like it or not, everybody is not going to be rich. Either we like, no matter how hardworking we are, if you are not meant to be rich, you cannot be rich. Except you want to do mago way. Push white powder. Scam people of their money. Collect offering and tithes. Steal people money in the name of collecting offering and tithes. And all that. Steal government money. Not even as a small civil servant self. Maybe as a politician that is holding the high places. That's when you can become rich. And you consider that riches. Right? As long as people are doing legitimate job, they are not stealing. I don't consider them poor. Orí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ni ni, ìran mẹ́ta ò gbọdọ̀ tòṣì. Their children can do better than them. And as long as they are not collecting money from anybody, wọn ṣáà wá tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ yín, that you are saying is a shameful thing to be poor. Ṣé kán lọ para wọn ni? They should go and buy themselves. I'm asking you, they should go and buy themselves, or they should go and start anyway. Tán bá ṣáà máa gbé èèyàn láti fi ṣòwò kó jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yín náà máa rí gbé. But it's unfortunate, wọn ò ní ra àwọn ọmọ yín gbé. Or hey, somebody said they'll collect money for COS. And somebody is saying what he said is not bad. That what Abioye said was bad, it was worse than this. Báwo ló ṣe yàtọ̀ síra wọn? How is it different? I'm just asking question. How is it different? That those Nigerians, go and ask them. How many of them are proud to say how they got their money? How many? The people they are considered the rich, how many? At least somebody like him, I can tell the life of my story. How I got here. I am not rich, I'm comfortable. And I've never considered myself rich. But at least I'm comfortable. Honestly, ó yẹ kán sọ̀kò pa àwọn pastor yín ni. Pẹ̀lú ṣí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jábọ́ lẹ́nu wọn lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. They have become so comfortable from collecting. These are people that doesn't know what hard work is. These are people who does not know what shame is. If there's anybody that should be shameful, they are the one. If there is anybody that should be ashamed, so to be poor, one should be ashamed. But to be collecting people's sweat, lying to them that you are taking the money to heaven, that the money is for the kingdom of God, while you are investing the money in a business for your family, that one is not shameful. Let them carry many Nigerians that you people are celebrating. Dolapo Ogunsanlu, thank you very much. Let them carry all these people in that Nigeria and interview them. Where did you start from? How did you start? She one majority won't be that cannot explain their wealth. When they travel, some of them are caught in the airports. Tong Begbana, Abiwon Begbana. Many of them are arrested, carrying banner. Many of them are arrested, scamming people of their sweats. They are in jail. Orúkọ rere, ó sàn ju wúrà àti fàdákà lọ. Orúkọ rere is better than silver and gold that is not clean. Tell me how many people their wealth is clean in that country. Just tell me. The people you are considering rich, that you are now making the poor, the struggling people, to feel inferior, or feel they have failed, or feel that some of them, we have seen people find themselves jumping into the sea. Why? Because they feel they cannot continue. They feel life is worthless. They feel they have failed in life because they don't have money. Honestly, I don't blame them. Amos, send me blog. Thank you very much. I don't blame them. I blame people who over the years have put in their sweat, and today the same people are still struggling. Many of the people that made these people rich, they are now relocated abroad, struggling to survive. Many of the people that made them rich, they are in Nigeria. Their children are still writing a beg to apply. Some of them, they only managed to build 3-bedroom bungalow in their life. Meanwhile, they have multiple assets scattered. Before you can consider yourself rich, how many assets do you have? Before you can consider yourself rich, how much will they meet inside your bank account for you to say, yes, me, I am rich too? How much do you have in your bank account? Many of you run abroad. Why did you run abroad? If to be rich is that easy. Many of you that you consider yourself rich today, if not for abroad, that you have struggled to do double schedule very well, to now get some money that you change into naira. When they look at you in the context of dollars and pounds, you are a poor person too. Yes. When they will go and look at it in the real context of dollar and pounds. Many of you that you are still giving these people money, if not for benefits, where you are living, in the countries you are residing, and yet they will still come and meet you, you will still give them money. Government help you to give you house because of your children. Government will give you feeding money for your children. You only work little, and they will still come and collect part of the money, and you will give it to them. You don't know you are part of the people they are referring to as poor, and you should be ashamed for being in that level. He said to be a poor man is a shameful thing, that Jesus was never poor. Jesus, according to the Bible, was a son of a carpenter. Jesus, according to the Bible, does not have a money of his own. Even when he was to feed people, now somebody give him the bread and the fish, according to the Bible. Jesus, according to the Bible, does not even have money to buy a donkey of his own. He had to go and borrow donkey. He lived his life on borrow in his life. He lived his life on borrow. Why Jesus not get all the money of the world? As you consider him the owner of everything. Why was he not poor? Why was he not rich? Why does he have to go and he said Jesus became poor so that you can be rich? Jesus became poor so you can be rich. So if you are rich, if you are poor, it's a shameful thing. Is it Jesus that will come and work for them? Where is the job Jesus provide for them? And a question they ask. Where's the job? Is Jesus providing any job? Is Jesus distributing money for anybody? They was so she dole. If a rubbish effort àwọn èèyàn and make them feel báwo ni tí wọ́n ṣe jẹ́. Kí ló dé? Gbogbo akọ́la máa lówó. Even in your family, you may not know them. In your extended family, there will be that family, in that your extended family, that to pay house rent of one room is difficult for. Not because they don't want to, but it's what is available for them. It's availability of what you have that you can say, yes, I am comfortable. Availability made some of us to say, yes, we are comfortable today. Availability of having a place to run to. And even back in Nigeria, availability of connections. For example, you finish school. as a man, as a child of an ordinary man, your life can turn around. If you have connection, you suddenly meet somebody or you are connected to somebody that can help you to get a good job. And you get that good job, maybe every month you are getting a salary of 1 million. How many people have that opportunity? That is like working in oil companies, or I don't know if bank is paying such money anymore. And you get such job, and you know what you are doing. After 2, 3, 4 years, your life will definitely turn around. But initially, you were living in a room, and you will have your mates that you finish together that even have bigger, better grade. Maybe you have second class, you are just connected. And the person has first class, but that person is not connected. That person doesn't know anybody. It was one of the reasons that made me relocate, because I saw when my late husband, I just look at my children. I said, you see, most of their father's friends, we can't even they are not even calling us to check on us. If these children should finish school, who do I want to call? As at then, that was when to get a job was becoming difficult for graduates. I'm talking about 12, 15 years ago. No, yes. So I started thinking of it. What should I do? What am I going to do? How do I help myself out of this? Number one, I had the privilege of I used the opportunity of people that their father know. So this life is mostly about opportunity. Not everybody have such opportunity. I know a lot of people that are widows back home too. They didn't have the opportunity that I had. I made use of the opportunity of knowing some people through my late husband. It was one of them that introduced me to importation business of going to buy clothes. I told her I went to her shop because that was where my late husband used to shop for me. Immediately he left. After he died, I was selling flour, baking flour. Tima Eshema pa owo ti mo pa gan kò tó owó oúnjẹ that can survive us like that. And I looked at myself. I said, no, this will not take us far. This will hinder my children from attaining what I want him to. What the dream we have for them. Then I remember the woman. And as at then, money still have value. If you carry 300,000 naira to Dubai, ile ma ro. Jesus did not give me money. Jesus never gave me money. I prayed. Money did not fall from heaven. I used connection. I used the link of people we know. And I went to meet that woman. Please, I want to go into this business. And the woman said, are you sure? I said, yes. What does it take? She schooled me. And I collected Dubai visa. Then I started with Dubai. When the opportunity of America came, life is about opportunity. Life is about connection. Life is about who and who you know. We have seen some people that are bricklayer because of the connection of somebody they work for and that person like them. But it doesn't come for everyone. Don't let us run people down. That is what this statement runs people down. This statement is depressing. To say is a shameful thing to be poor is depressing. You will never hear this kind of a thing in a developed world. Nobody, a public person here, a public figure will never utter that kind of statement in this kind of country. What is wrong with us as a people? Is it a sin to be poor? What is wrong with us? Many of us came from very humble background. And yet, I know people who came from privileged background. Today, they cannot match up with us. For one reason or the other. What is wrong with us? And somebody is saying this man has not said anything. You say this man has not said anything. That what he said is making sense. That is a shameful thing. That people will look down on you. It's in Nigeria they look down on the poor. It's in Nigeria they look down on you because you don't have money. It's in Nigeria if you carry a car That car is not tear rubber. People will look down on you. It is in Nigeria that when you don't wear big clothes, people look down on you. It's in Nigeria they value you by what you wear, by the gold you wear, by the car you are riding. It's in Nigeria. And the same people, when they travel abroad, they enter the bus with the poor. Don't they? Even your governors, the people you call rich people in Nigeria, when they come to this place, they are humble. You see them in the same bus with you. They enter the same train with you. Because here, nobody be oga, nobody be master. Here in this place, nobody is oga, nobody is master. All of you are leveled in this country. I have seen the cars of senators with their number right in front of me. We stay in the same traffic. They will be in front like this. I have seen their car several times. They will be in my front. We stay on the same traffic and go and see their car. The car, some of them, not even new cars. Not new cars. Maybe car they have been using for the past 15 years, 20 years, 10 years. It's Nigeria after people steal car and they steal money. They change car every year. Who does that here? Who will say the remaining car is G-Wagon? I want to buy G-Wagon of 2025. Meanwhile, they have the one of 2023. They will put that one aside. Nobody works hard and spend money that way. It's in Nigeria you people throw money anyhow. And you don't consider, you don't even think or bother where they get the money from. You celebrate them. I don't celebrate riches. Riches is nothing. Because kò sí nǹkan tá máa mú wáyé, kò sí nǹkan tá máa mú lọ sọ́run. Tá bá máa lọ tó bá tásìkò. The day you pay, you will know money is nothing. The day you will take your last breath. Nǹkan tá bá ṣe sílẹ̀ ni, the same man that has never worked in his life is coming to look down on people and rubbish people's effort. Iṣẹ́ wo l'Abioye fọwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe rí? Iṣẹ́ wo ló fi ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe? What job has he ever done in his life other than being a pastor? He has been feeding on other people's sweat. You don't feel on people's sweat and be saying you are rich. You are not rich, you are poor. We are the ones that are even rich when you consider it, because the money we are spending is our sweat. Somebody is spending other people's money. He's spending other people's sweat. If they don't give him offering and tithes, can he survive? He will be among the people that will be begging landlord before he can pay rent. He will be among the people that will be begging people for rent. Please, I will pay my rent next year. But because he has opportunity to collect offering and tithe, and he was being paid 3 million salary every month from the sweat of other people, all in the name of they are working for God. He too has mouth to talk now because he has started making the money. Nonsense. And somebody is saying he has not said anything back. For those who are just coming in, let me play the video for you in case. Ìbíyàwó mi sọ tiẹ̀ ó lọ. Anyway, I don't blame them. It's very good. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin poor people tẹ́ lọ ń jókòó sínú church wọn. I love the way they are giving you gbasgbos. All of you strugglers, hustlers, sitting under them. I love what they are doing to you. You deserve it. You deserve what they are saying. You deserve it. Instead of you to go and use your time, the little money you still have, you will still give offering. Ibi tí wọ́n greedy dey, they can collect the money of the poor. But it is a shameful thing to the poor. Abi? It's a shameful thing to be poor. But they can. It's not a shameful thing to collect offering from the poor. I bet Ọlọ́run bí. Ẹ bá ń gbọ́ Ọlọ́run tóbi. Allahu Akbar. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Let somebody shout hallelujah. It is good. It's a shameful thing, I agree, to be poor. But it is not a shameful thing to collect the offering and the tithe of the poor. We dey see everything now. There was this video I didn't remember to record it, when they were collecting of offering and tithes inside one of your churches. Come and see as they are carrying baskets, the basket of money, tall basket, tall baskets. Okay, Uche, let me see. Uche said he said something to me. Let me see. She calling Lily. I hope I charge it too. I'm calling. Where is it? I'm coming. Too many. Phone, you see. Where did I sit? Okay, I was sitting on it. It's a shameful thing to be poor. Hi. Okay, for those who did not hear him say it, you say you want to hear.
Poverty is the most shameful thing in life. If you are poor, you'll be relegated. If you are sick, people will sympathize with you, but if you are poor, they will look down on you. There is no pride in being poor. Nobody shared this testimony. I thank God that I'm very poor. It demoralizes people. It shuts your mouth. You can't speak.
Shame,
When Jesus came, he came with power and he came with prosperity.
It's a lie. Jesus came with poverty.
Speak anywhere.
Shame, go shioro.
Without anybody being able to arrest.
You know one thing about these people? When they can't get to the time they want to really, they will start screaming. Why is he screaming? Just why? He said Jesus came with prosperity. The same Jesus that was born in a manger. Tiwon Gbelos hospital. Nibu Jeron. The same Jesus that was born inside where they keep a animal. Now he came with prosperity. Which prosperity? And it don't be seen Ubu Jeron. According to a story.
A man who could feed 5,000. Poverty is the most shameful thing in life. If you are poor, you'll be relegated. If you are sick, people will sympathize with you, but if you are poor, they will look down on you. There is no pride in being poor. Nobody shared this testimony. I thank God that I'm very poor. It demoralizes people. It shuts your mouth. You can't speak. That's why when Jesus came, he came with power and he came with prosperity. They couldn't stop him. He could speak anywhere without anybody being able to arrest him. A man who could feed 5,000 people without going to the market.
I can't see the video you said you sent, though.
No wonder after he fed them, they wanted to make him king. We like this kind of man. He has money. On stolen money, not like the one people steal today. He was so prosperous that Judas was stealing, yet the money was not.
Let me see if you can. I can send it there so that we can use it.
Replenishment.
Sherry,
he became poor. They stripped his cloth. His cloth was so expensive. Listen to this. That the soldiers couldn't tear it apart. Have you met soldiers before? Have you met soldiers before? They can tear anybody's clothes in harassment. They had to carefully remove his dress because they were eyeing it.
Yes, I've seen it.
For seamless.
I want to see if I can put it here. Why we
He was not a man that could be harassed. In power and in prosperity.
I've seen it.
Yet he became poor. So that you.
So have you heard? For all of you that said, when did he say it? That is it. He says it's a shameful thing. They will look down on you and blah, blah, blah. Somebody sent me a video. They said this is a Nigerian lady. She met the Prime Minister of Netherlands on her way to work. Both of them were trekking to office. What do we learn from this? It can never happen in Nigeria. This, you see? I wish I can put the video here so we watch it together. Let me see. No. That means I will need to close the app. Oh, it can't work. Let's play it. Let me just show you.
The Prime Minister.
Prime Minister, long. Prime Minister. Prime Minister.
Kan mijn kinderen vandaag. Dat ik heb de Prime Minister.
Ja. En ik dat ik u gezien heb. Ja, leuk.
Ja.
Hoe zijn ze?
Mijn dochter is 13 en mijn zoon is 10.
Oh, wat leuk.
Ja. Ja.
Als ze dat opgenomen zeg ik tot ziens.
Tot ziens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to be the Prime Minister of Netherlands today once I was going to work. I'm so happy. Good morning, everybody.
On my way to the
Prime Minister, long.
my glasses. Yeah. She's on the way to her job. And then I'm to my job. Yeah.
You can't believe this. It's hard to see. Walking to work in the morning with the Prime Minister. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so happy.
You see how proud your pastors have become. If this guy, a prime minister, long, can stay and work with this lady would have said, if this guy have the same mindset, I mean to say, the same mindset Nigerian has, Abioye has, he would not even call Abioye has, he won't even come near this lady at all. He would have looked at this lady and say, who are you? You are nobody. See them gisting. Who would have believed as a prime minister of Netherlands walking on the streets? Your own politicians and pastors, they will have entourage. They will have entourage to the extent their entourage will drive rough and buy somebody on the road and nothing will be done. I say we have a long way to go. And you know what? The same poor people are the problem of Nigeria. I'm saying it today. Because they are expected to have brain. And know that these people are not for them. Both politician, both pastor. They should know they are not for them. But it's still the same poor that will say they are working for God. You can never understand the things of the spirits. They are still the one that will clap for this pastor. I love what they are doing for you now. One came out. He first said, don't help the poor. He came out again. He said, even if he helps the poor, he doesn't want anything to do with the poor. You should not allow the poor come near you. He said it, and he said he's not taking it back. He said, yes, I said it, and I say it proudly, and I mean what I said. He said, God, the same God you are working for, even told him and clapped for him for what he said. You are still the same people that is empowering them, because without you, there is no church. Without the poor, there is nothing called church. That church you are going to, that religion is meant for the poor. It's not meant for the rich. And without you, there's nobody they want to stand to and start preaching to. Is it Henry Musk that is already rich? They want to preach their motivation talk to. On how to be a kingdom giver, how to be a kingdom blessing, how to be a kingdom kinekon. Is it the likes of Henry Musk or the likes of Dangote that has his money? They want to preach to that Jesus became rich for them so that they can be poor, or Jesus became poor for them so that they can be rich. Rich people don't have time for church. The church is for you, the poor. And I like the way they are rubbing it in your face. They said it's a shameful thing. You will be looked down on. And truly, they look down on you. How many of you have access to your pastor? That's my challenge to you this afternoon. How many of you have access to your pastor? Any suru? Romy, what are you eating? Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń jẹ. Toothpick. How many of you have access to them? The only access one or two of you must have for them is to come and do cleaner. Abi? Is to come and help the mommy Gio to do some errand girl at errand boy nini, or errand mommy and errand daddy. As we have general mommy Gio, we have mommy errand and daddy errand. That is all you have. How many of you, when they park their car, then born you well to go near their car? They are truly looking down on you, telling you mean nothing. While they are having meeting with the rich people, they don't born you well, make you go knock their door. Because you are not among the people they can respect. So they know what they are saying. You know, they know what they are saying. But you don't have access to them. You can never call them. Even when you call, if you are rich, they are giving you opportunity to call them. The day anything happens to you and you cannot give again, you cannot call them. Can you send the Romans in the church for deliverance? You cannot call them. The day you cease to have the kind of money you've been given before, and they see that you have challenges in your life, that day you seem to be you start being irrelevant to them. You stop being useful once they are done using you. And you are the same people that is empowering all these pastors. After they don't yarn this otapia, you will still go under them and go and clap and dance because they are your God. Without you, when they are starting initially, they need your money. When they have made enough money, they need you to continue their business so that they can get. And the funniest thing is that no matter how rich they are, as poor as they are insulting you with your poverty, and I've defined this poverty thing, it get great. Many of us, we are poor. We are only comfortable. Poverty get level. I have defined it. If you are still doing 16 hours, in case you are just coming in, you are not rich. If you are still doing 9 to 5, you are not rich. People that are rich know they do 9 to 5. They control money. And these are the same people that have mouths to rubbish your efforts. Because as a 9 to 5 person, in the context of riches in Nigeria, when you go to Nigeria, there are some settings you cannot enter. There are some caucus you cannot enter. Except you get crash or you beg somebody to give you IV and you follow somebody enter. Yourself, you know. And it shows when they are doing birthday, when all these your pastors are doing birthday, how many of you church members, they get invitation to be among their birthday crew. Except you are going to be part of the usher that they want to use. All you are useful for is to be used. Outside being used, you are nothing. You are not relevant. So because they know you are going to be part of the usher, they need you to probably do some other stuff. They will allow you inside. But when they are really doing the ceremony, your one is to stand like a status. Like a statue. That is your job. To stand like statue, to make sure everything is going well. While they are having fun and their children are having fun. And the invited, special invited guests, they can never recognize you. They can never say, we have among us our chief usher in the church. They won't recognize you for that day. They won't even give you recognition. Or remember, say you did there. Because that is the only thing you are useful for. You are not invited as somebody. You are there. You are drafted there. They draft you to be used. They didn't draft you to that program, to that party, to that their birthday. You are not drafted there as a dignitary. And many of you will never even smell it. Now, as we they see on social media, now so yourself go see him. And you can say, go and see my papa in the Lord. Yes, my papa in the Lord. Your papa in the Lord that do party that you were not there. Your papa in the Lord that do party, ordinary water, where they serve there, no reach your hand. Your papa where do party, where the venue, they no born you where make you near the venue. You say your papa in the Lord is doing party. How is your papa in the Lord? How is he your papa in the Lord? As a father, you go do party, your children will not be there. They will be there. But because you are not their children, you are only blatant failure. You are nothing but a blatant failure, a poor person, a nobody. And your type is not wanted. You are only wanted to sit inside the chair, inside the church, when they have to show that they are pastor. That is what you are useful for. He said it's a shameful thing to be poor. He said people will look down on you. But in this developed world, are we being looked down on? We shop in the same place. You don't even know who is rich here. Maybe by area. Okay? Maybe some houses, some people will live. You say, okay, for somebody to pay this kind of mortgage, this is the kind of job they do. But it doesn't mean you can't mingle together. It doesn't mean you can't do things together. We shop together. We do stuff together. And nobody, I repeat, would talk this kind of speech in this kind of country. Nobody. And some people are coming to defend this rubbish and nonsense. Something that can make people to commit acts. Something that can make people to go and do what they are not supposed to do. Despite the fact we know what is going on in that country, we are applauding and accepting this kind of statements from a man that should know better, from a man that calls himself a pastor. We are accepting and saying there is nothing bad in what he said. How do you want people who are in that category listening to him? How do you want them to feel? Many of them will leave that church on that day and they will be crying. Many of them will leave church on that day and they will be thinking of what they will do, irrespective whether they are going to hurt somebody or destroy somebody else. They will leave. So many of them will leave on that day and will be like, if I buy, I have to escape this poverty thing. And many young people will be asked, go and dupe somebody, and they will be ready to do it. Many will go and they don't mind destroying somebody to be rich. And we wonder, why now? Because Nigerians cannot see foreigners to scam again. It is now within ourselves. We are now scamming ourselves. I mentioned it the last time, it was yesterday, that I was on BBC Africa. I felt so ashamed. If you are looking for true shame is when they talk bad about your people. I could not comment as a Nigerian because all the comments I was reading under that post, I felt so ashamed. I could not even reply to any comments. I just left the place. The comments there were that, oh, he's a Nigerian. Oh, that is what they are known for. He's a Nigerian. You don't expect anything better from them. Only very handful of Nigeria are legitimate. Very disgraceful comments. Shameful comments. And somebody, a blatant failure of a man. Yes, you heard me right. It was a blatant failure. He served his mates for over almost 40 years. And he was disgraced and retired in a disgraceful way. With how much? $10,000 as pension. The same person is now standing on his pulpit. If not for tithe and offering, what was he worth? What does he have? If not for the connection he has. Because if ordinarily on a level ground, with the little he has, there are places he cannot step in. There are places he cannot go to. If not for the connection of pastors and politicians whining and dining together, and they have become family on top of Nigeria. If not for that, who is he too? Is somebody of humble background too? Like his father is Oga. But it's unfortunate. Sokotilo, Nigerians are too deep into religion to see sense. Nigerians are too deep into religion to understand anything. Nigerians are too deep into religion. Everything the pastors say, it is God talking. It is God speaking. They are so deep into religion, even when the same people are robbing them on the floor, dragging them on the floor, rubbishing their efforts, legitimate efforts, they won't see anything wrong. They will still make excuse for them. That is how deep Religion has messed us up. This thing that he said, can he say anything negative to rich people? Can he look at the rich people when they are doing something bad and say it straight to their face? He will never do it. You know why? He knows if he does it, it's going to affect his income. It's not going to only affect his income, it's going to affect the connections he has. Look at Iluyomade. Look at how they cut Iluyomade's wing. Despite his riches, despite his wealth, was he not disgraced? Or did he not face shame? He faced shame despite that. And today, there are places that Iluyomade was going before, he will not be able to enter again, just because somebody is more powerful than him. You see how we use power, misuse of power in that country, and you are clapping. Small time now, you go say as politicians spoil Nigeria. This pastor will talk, you ain't not happy. Now politicians send a message. Even the politician that made the statement on dreadlock has come out to apologize. It's only your pastor, you will never allow people to talk sense into them. Because Iluyomade saw his supporters, he saw his members supporting him, despite the outcry of what he said. Solomon, thank you very much. Let me pin your comments. You are only talking of ritual. You are not talking of other stuff. You are talking of rituals and prostitution. Yeah, ritual is the worst among them because they are buying people to do it. How about people that they are not buying directly, they buy the people indirectly? You cannot go and scam somebody of their life earnings and that person remains the same. How about that too? Because we only look at this ritual as something you do. They are scamming a lot of Nigerians today. They are going into people's house to go and steal and buying them in the process. And we want such things to stop. When we keep rubbishing people, when we keep looking down on them, when we keep making them feel less of a human being, does money make you a human being? No. Does not having money make you less of a human being? No. So where is that preaching coming from? What brought that preaching? What is it doing to help the poor? How many times since he started his church have we seen him? Let them publicize it. Don't tell me they don't publicize. Let them publicize it so we see. How many times has he collected offering and tithes? Kidnapping, God bless you, Samuel Ade. How many times has he collected offering and tithes and on Sunday share it among the less privileged in his church? After all, the money is not meant for them. It's meant for everyone in the church, the less privileged ones. And these same people come out, all because they are collecting offering and tithes. They are indirectly thieves. They are not stealing their own money directly. They are doing it indirectly, using the Bible. And these same people will come out and be talking that if you don't have money, you should be ashamed. For what? Did they buy person? And that is why our youth will continue to do whatever they can to escape this poverty. Go and look what you call poverty. Go and look at social media now. Morals gone into the wind. Adults, women. Go and see what women are doing on social media. Just because they want to escape, they want to make that money at all costs. Are you going to blame them? No. If we are seeing this kind of preaching, if they are being told that they will not be respected, then we should not blame them for whatever they do to make money. Nobody should blame them. After all, they didn't buy person. They no buy person, they no carry drug, they no scam person. Right? So why do we want to blame them? Why do you want to blame them? You see women, elderly women, dancing without wearing underwear and be shaking their bum bum. After all, social media will pay them money. Abi, somebody, for example, if you make $300 on social media and you live in Nigeria per month, that's $500,000 or more than. That's more than $500,000. If that is what you have to do to be relevant too. And after doing it, maybe for like 1, 2, 3 years, you see them buy car. People will celebrate them. And people will forget they ever dance naked on social media. And you want to blame them. They are not different from your God of men. They are not in any way different from them. Because after your God of men have used people to become rich, today they have mouth to talk. These same people were nobody. Let me look for their whole picture and show you. So you want to tell me they were rich? Pastor Yire. How many of them can you identify? Let me save the picture so you can see it very well. I don't know why they don't rubbish here. Anything lowo. I want to save the picture so you can see it very well. Pastor Yire. Kino ni lọ́wọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ gbà mí o. These are Shebawore. No be them be this. Shebawore. Can you recognize any one of them? Who can you recognize? Do you see how long their mouth is? Because money never enter. Can you which one do you recognize among them? Oh yeah, kere papa in the Lord yin be. Abere ni wọ́n bó ṣe gùn. Owó ò tí wọlé. See them. See them. See them. The money never enter well. And they come with them plenty here. Can you recognize every of your father in the Lord? Don't what the kinito ton jabe. Did you see your father in the Lord? Abi you no see them? One wa diru ton jabe. If you are poor, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Àwọn kan náà kó sí jimba kóòtù yìí. Abẹ́rẹ́ ni wọ́n bó ṣe gùn bí ẹnu asín ni nígbà tí ó ti sin kankan. Abẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo wọn. See them. No be Gadus be that. Na Gadus and family. Is that Auntie Aduni's ex-daddy? I don't know. I make I dey waka go before I look for trouble. They are the same people looking down on people now. It's the same people that started with nothing. Now imagine somebody talking about them this way in those days when they had nothing. Somebody telling them it's a shameful thing to be poor. These are people that didn't have car too. Don't work at the church. Conduce to them. You see how we have made them so powerful and so proud from our sweat over the years. If my own late husband no use in life, they give them money, I will be considered a rich woman today. Because if we were buying properties then, our landed property, because your asset is what make you a rich person. Oh Lord. Oh good. Sorry about that. My hand clicked on something. If na landed property we dey buy that time, by now I know how much this property will be worth. We have used all this. While we were giving the money, they were using it to buy assets. Using it to buy assets. Using it to buy assets. And today, they have mouths to talk. And look at us and say it's a shameful thing to be poor. You cannot be poor and be relevant. Orokoro. Oroburuku lenu eye.
Poverty is the most shameful thing in life. If you are poor, you'll be relegated. If you are sick, people...
Poverty is the most shameful thing in life. Stealing is not shameful. Scamming people is not shameful. Taking what does not belong to you is not shameful. Lying to people that you are collecting tithes that the tithe is meant for the kingdom, when you know it is your business, your family business you are using the money for, that one is not shameful, right? So it is now somebody that refused to do all those things that their life is shameful because they don't have much. Anybody that is still believing is sowing into the kingdom of God at this dispensation, that person needs his brain or her brain to be checked. With all the awareness, with what we are seeing, that at the end of the day, everything is being handed over to their children. With what we are seeing, even in the church, to help people is tough for them. Abioye came out, not for anything. He came out because he doesn't want to help people in his church anymore. He came out because he was tired of helping them, especially considering what is going on in Nigeria now, where things are so expensive.
Sympathize with you, but if you are poor, they will look down on you. There is no pride in being poor.
Nobody
God that I'm very poor. It demoralizes people. It shuts your mouth. You can't speak. That's why when Jesus came, he came with power and he came with prosperity.
He said, "It shuts your mouth. You can't speak." When they are protesting here, we see everybody. You don't even know who is rich, who is poor in this country when they want to protest. And they allow them have a voice. If anything happens to anybody here, they will respect. You have seen interview when they will visit people's home to go and interview them. You will know they have nothing. But nobody will say they don't have a voice to speak. Only in Nigeria. They just make somebody to... Now, some of those governors or whatever will say some people are making the social media that is making people hate Nigeria. When they are telling you in your own country, because you don't have money, you don't have a voice. And in a country that you are a stranger, embraced you, and you can still talk in that country. Is it not better to stay in that country than to go to a country that you say is your own? Well, because you don't have money. Oh yeah, Abioye, Oshele, you talk this one. You talk this one.
Stop him. He could speak anywhere without anybody being able to arrest him. A man who could feed 5,000 people without going to the market.
He said a rich person can speak anywhere, nobody will arrest him. In Nigeria. Oh yeah, Abioye. That is in Nigeria. Don't be rich nire. If they burn any of your rich people in Nigeria, let them come to this place and do anyhow, if they will not see anyhow. Shameful. He said the rich can talk anywhere and nobody will dare arrest them. But the poor, they don't burn any poor. Poor, make it talk. But here, the poor people have a voice. The rich people have a voice. Both the rich and the poor, they come together to form a strong voice. Make a conde wakago. Make a conde wakago. We enter this one. The minds of people are messed up already. It's so unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. This man is telling us they cannot arrest the rich. Waiting a Keremadu and wife they do for jail. Waiting they do for jail. Waiting our KPAI of one of our Osun states or so, and one pastor, what are they doing in jail here? They are already here. Their case is done. And so many other people, rich people. A special advisor to Ogun State spent time in jail here. And this one is saying, Alamasia was a governor when he was arrested, before he disguised like a woman and ran away. He was arrested. He was a governor. It's only in Nigeria you don't arrest rich people. Here, if they're born... I have seen a senator who they sent to jail not even long ago. I have seen one man, a politician, both him and the wife, because the wife spent out of the money, used the card to buy something, then send them to jail. I have seen a politician, because of $20,000, being sent to jail here. It's only in Nigeria that the rich do anything and get away with it, even oppress themselves. But here, if them born any rich way, make it can't do anyhow. Even Trump, wey be oga, is still dey court. Even if they never throw am for jail. So many rich people have gone to jail here and they are still going. Make I come dey waka go. And your pastors are doing well, oh. They are really trying. Let them continue to rub salt into the injury of their members. No koko consign us. And if we see am, but any water, any rubbish we them bring on social media, we go ganu see. The same pastors that are telling you there is heaven somewhere. If heaven there somewhere, why Abioye starts church? Is he not supposed to be preparing for heaven? But he starts church. I learned he has a branch in Manchester already. And the branch in Manchester, his son is in charge. His son is in charge. His eye don't open, saying don't lose a lot. So he self want to gather as many as possible. And he's gingering his member. If not steal, go and steal and bring the money. If not ritual, go and do ritual and bring the money. If not to scam people, go and scam people and bring the money. He's gingering his member. Whatever you need to do, just go and get the money and bring. That's what he's doing in my own eyes, in my own opinion. He is telling the member, I need the money. Whatever is going to take you, go and get the money. You cannot be poor in this church. We will look down on you. You cannot be poor in this church. We will not respect you. You cannot be poor in this church and you think you are somebody. You are nobody to us. Go and get the money to be among. Go and get the money to be relevant. Go and get the money for us to respect you. Irrespective. Go and steal the money anywhere you want to steal it. Go and do whatever you want to do. That is how I translate what he said. For him to say it is a shameful thing to be a poor person. He's telling them whatever is going to take you to be rich, just do it. I need that money. I must leave empire for my children too. I will not go without leaving empire. If I had known the 30 years I spent with my oga, I would have started my own. Maybe after 10 years. Maybe today, I will have private jets. Because even when my oga has private jets, he did not allow me to enter his private jets. Me too want to have my private jet if possible, before I become 70 or 80. If I had known, myself will be having university today, like my oga. Maybe one university that I can bequeath to my children too when I want to go. And as it is, all of you, go and look for money. I need the money. You cannot allow me. I will be begging. You want to count offering and tithes. How much are you people dropping? This one cannot make me rich, especially in this Nigeria. This one is not enough to make me rich. I need more money. I need correct money. By the time we are counting offering, on Sunday, we are counting 100,000. How much? What will that one do for me? End of the month, I'm counting 1 million. That one cannot give me empire. I need empire like my oga, my ex-oga. That is what Abioye is trying to say stylishly. That's what he's trying to say. Go and make money. Whichever way, just go and get the money for me. That is why he says it's a shameful thing to be poor. People will look down on you. You cannot have a voice. Only in Nigeria you don't have a voice. People have a voice here, either poor or rich. And on this note, thank you guys for joining me again this afternoon. Hopefully, our people will get brain and know that these people have no love for them. Hopefully, they will get brain and stop wasting their time. Time, they say, is money. You go to church Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, evangelism. Their children are somewhere. You are the one that will leave your job to go and do evangelism for them. Their children are somewhere. You are the one that will not close your shop to go and do midweek service. That midweek service translates to money for them. The Sunday service that you spend 4 hours, 5 hours in church translates to money for them. You are the one losing money. On Sundays, your mates in abroad, they are earning good money. In fact, the money for that day is times 2. Sometimes 1.5 For example, if your per hour is $30, it will translate to $45 or $60 on weekend. It's a time to make more money. While your mates are doing that, they keep you in church 5 hours, 6 hours. After service, clean church. After service, do this. That is what you are useful for. And when you have problem to your tent, oh Israel. Morinino, thank you everybody. Pastor, no one go heaven again, you. Comot your eye for church money. Now pastor get am. Members donated bulletproof for the pastor. And the pastor get attacked by who? By your no government. Abioye wants to build empire. Abioye wants to build university. So he's gingering his members. And on this note, I'll catch you guys again tomorrow or maybe in the evening, most likely. See you guys, most likely in the evening, maybe around 7 p.m. for people in America and Canada. That 7 p.m. will be, let me not promise, but most likely. So I will see you guys. If not tomorrow, later this evening, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.